So it is the year 2022 and we have Revit 2023. Still doesn't have dark mode. I'm not sure why, because AutoCAD has always been dark mode and it's owned by the same company. So why can't you just import the interface from one to the other? But maybe there's a difficulty that I don't understand. Either way, I can take a regular white Revit screen and make it look like this. It's not as hard as you think. So let me show you how I do that. So there's two versions of dark mode on Revit. So the first one is the obvious one where you can change this background to a dark color. So to do that, just go over here to File and then click on Options. Once you get to this window, click on Graphics and come down here to Colors. So the background color can be changed from white to black. And once you hit OK, you'll see that the black is applied to just your drawing space, like the space that you can model in. The rest of it, the ribbon, the property menu and everything down here is not going to change. For some reason, that stays the same color no matter what you do with it. What I've come up with is to invert the system color. So like the browser system, your operating system has a color filter property that you can invert the colors. So let's put this background back to a white color since we're going to invert it. So go up back to here, Options. We're going to use Graphics from black back to white. And all right, so here we are. Now, what you want to do is search in your Windows properties for adjust color filters. So we can do adjust, color filters, and then it pulls up this window. So color filter allows you to turn on the invert by using a set of hotkeys. So here you can see that allow shortcut to toggle filter on and off. Press the Windows key plus Control plus C. So if I were to press Control, Windows, and C, you can see that it flips the colors on my screen. You can actually change this to different things. So you can do like grayscale or grayscale inverted or red-green. But if you use the invert feature, you can see that Revit completely turns into dark mode. So it's kind of what I wanted. Like this is simply just slapping on dark mode from a systems perspective. So the only downside though is that if you're looking at pictures or anything on your desktop, it's going to be inverted and might look a little weird. So you can stop here, but I like to go just a little bit further because the black screen and the black background kind of gets a little too close. For me, I like to differentiate a little bit. So what I mean is like here. So if I were to, you see this dark area just kind of blends in together. I like to make this just a little bit lighter. So actually apply a slight gray to it. So I go to Options, Graphics, and then instead of all the way up at 250, I do 220. 220 and 220, hit OK. And you see how it lightens that up just a little bit. So now I have a little discernment between my properties window and my drawing background. So that gives me just enough contrast that I can see where my boundaries are as I'm drawing. So hopefully that helps saves your eyes a little bit, especially when you have like 3 of these screens and you want to pull out your tabs and everything. You can just be surrounded by whiteness and it's a little much. So use your Windows key, Control, and C button to toggle this on and off. So I can just flip between my normal setting and my dark mode inverted setting. I like this method because you have a hotkey that you can turn things on and off. So if I'm working in Revit, I can have it one way, but then if I go to browse the internet or if I'm doing emails or something, I can flip it back so that everything looks kind of normal there. If you found this helpful, give it a like. If you want to join us on Discord or Patreon, check out the links below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.